where the basin is big enough to hold 21 boats at the same time. The narrow boats were used to transport the limestone out to customers along the canal network. And Galton Bridge were built in 1829 by the great engineer Thomas Telford in 17. So he was born 1757, died 1834. Foster Rastrick and Company in 1828. It was the first locomotive to be operated in the United States and one of the first locomotives to operate outside of Britain. Which is on the far back of the church, and you'll find the far back of the church is always beautiful stained glass windows. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Midlands Outdoors, back with the last episode of the series, exploring the Black Country, heading to Netherton Tunnel. It is a nice little tunnel, but I will tell you more about it when I get to the entrance. Currently down the BCM main line, just coming from the Sheepwash Nature Reserve, what I've just been filming recently. But this canal goes pretty far, goes all the way to West Bromwich, then through to Smethwick and then into Birmingham city centre. So it is one that I'm going to be covering in another series very soon. But Netherton Tunnel is just down the bottom here, and then we've got to turn right straight down to Tividale, and it's the entrance. Should just be right there to go all the way through. Okay, this is quite interesting. I've just found a brick. I thought there was a date down here. The 4th of the 8th, 33. That's 1933. I mean, that entire wall there is just completely covered, look. Look at that. So here's a split off section to Netherton Tunnel. We've got the toll end works, the two bridges here, and this should bring us into Tividale. So we've got to cross over that point, and it should be just down to there. Sure, there was a sign here saying Sheepwash, if I remember, but I think it's been taken down. But it did explain about the Sheepwash site. So that is actually the Sheepwash Nature Reserve, right the way over there from where we come from. So let's go and cross over here. We're going to head to the Netherton Tunnel branch. So just coming up right now is Tividale Aqueduct. So we have the canal, which is right the way just at the top up to there. Got the sign here, the North Portal to Netherton Tunnel, 2,776 metres. It is a two-way traffic method of working. Let's go and take a look at the canal section, which is right at the top. So let's quickly show you what's at the top of here. So right, this is actually the top of the Tividale Aqueduct. We've got the next section of the canal. I believe that way takes you all the way to Oldbury, down to the bottom, and then joins up into West Brom. That way I think leads all the way back up to Tipton. I believe it does, or maybe Wolverhampton side. But it is really like a bit clear sometimes when I've looked into here. Let's go back down the steps and I will show you the underneath of this. Look all the stuff what's onto the plants. A lot of nature taking back over it. But I believe there used to be like a little like station thing onto here. And you see there, it's like a pipe, old pipe. If I zoom in, running all the way to the top up to there, look. And I believe this would have actually powered up Netherton Tunnel going back many years ago, because here's the doors to it. You can just see there is like a nut onto there protecting it from opening. Very solid. Just imagine what's behind there. There's definitely something in there. Looking around this corner now, we'll quickly show you there is something else over here. Onto this corner. Look at this. There we got another thing there, look. And pipes running all the way up to there. Wow. So that's the Tividale Aqueduct. It is quite interesting. There would have been a date onto there of some kind on where I'm pointing right now. But it's obviously phased out really bad. Quite interesting that, so I thought I would have mentioned that because it does tie into the Netherton Tunnel section. So I have got a bit of information for you, spare me 1 second, of Netherton Tunnel. It does say Netherton Tunnel was the last canal tunnel to be built in Britain during the Canal Age. The first sod was turned by the Lord Ward on the 31st of December 1855, and the canal opened on the 20th of August 1858, providing a waterway connection between the Black Country towns of Netherton and Tipton. It was built to relieve the bottleneck of the Agent Dudley Tunnel, which is now very narrow and has alternative blocks of one-way working, and had waiting times of 8 hours or more, and sometimes several days. The Netherton Tunnel was built with a width of 27 feet, 8.2 metres, to allow the two-way working of narrowboats, and is brick lined throughout and has towpaths running through it, so there is 2 towpaths on each side, which enabled horse-drawn narrowboats to be pulled through it. Chainage markers are still visible on the eastern wall, which I will show you further down. The tunnel was fitted from the start with gas lighting on the towpaths. This was later converted to electricity using the aqueduct, which is all the way right behind me right now, back in the past, and is now unlit, which is very dark, which you need torches to go all the way through. The air vents that run along the line of the tunnel provide ventilation, and a shaft of lit light into the canal, so you can just see a bit of light when it's dark. So there are known as pepper pots, which are right about the top. The tunnel cost 302,000 as opposed to the 238,000 estimate prior to construction. The main reason for the project being over budget was the extra works necessitated by the condition of the ground through which the tunnel passes. Bit of information there for you. So right, this is the Netherton Tunnel. We're coming through the portal, so we will have a bit of a look. I think they've got the tunnel tours coming through at the moment, but you can just see there, Netherton Tunnel, 2,768 metres. A sign up there, look, and looking through we've got the barges coming all the way through, look. So here we are into Netherton Tunnel, just coming through the entrance right now. Very dark on the other side. Can see another barge coming right the way through it, but looking at the wall though, it is amazing to see. If I look up, the way they constructed this, I mean, it is so perfect all the way through. And you can just imagine the hard work that went on back in the past in the 1800s when this tunnel opened in 1856. It took a whole year to build this in 1855 when it was constructed. But you imagine all those men putting all their hard work to build a 1.7 mile long tunnel. It's really amazing, and today this tunnel needs a lot of repairs, and the one side is shut off today, which is that side, what I'm looking at right now. So if I just pan around to show you, it is amazing. Look at this, walking straight through. We have got the old the systems, the electric stuff at the top, and I believe there was the old gas systems what are used down into here to light up the tunnel. There's like little things hanging from the wall. But if I look up right now and zoom in, I believe it's that one there. You can just see that's how they lit the tunnel. There was like a load of these through Netherton Tunnel. There is one further down, somewhere down the bottom. So we'll have a quick look. And just walking right the way down though, you can just see there's been a lot of repairs into Netherton Tunnel. They've put some stuff like this, and it looks like a very like solid concrete. Right the way at the top, look, and that actually supports the bricks. What was underneath that, I believe it was collapsing really bad on some parts. And if you're very quiet, you can hear the water drips. There's a bit of water drips there, dripping from the ceiling. Look, if I zoom in, look at that. It is really quite cool. I mean, to walk down a tunnel, you haven't got to pay, it's free to come down. It's definitely worth the visit, even if you're not from the Black Country. Definitely come down and check it out. But you can just see the old bricks on the floor, look. I believe this tunnel would have been a brick footpath onto here, similar to Cosley sort of, but now it's all changed. And then we've got another barge coming right the way through, look. So at the moment we're 200 metres into the tunnel, which you can just see there, look. So there's different markers marking the metres, so we've still got a bit of a walk in. And these are the old place markers for when they actually brought the horses to bring through the tunnel. So you can just see these still actually remain here. It's quite cool, you can see how rusty that is, dating to the 1800s, early 1900s when these were actually used. So there's a bit of history once more there for you. That is really old. I think that is actually how they used to put the gas lighting through the tunnel. You can just see there is an old remain, look, what I was mentioning. Look at that. I believe that's where they put the old gas stuff onto there. There would have been some on that side as well, but the other side have disappeared. That's the old once more, look. So here's one air shaft which you can just see right out there, look. So that will actually lead into like a pepper pot right the right up. And I believe there is an housing estate right above there somewhere into one of these, but as you know, the roof actually gets smaller as you go towards the Tividale section. As you get further on, the roof is a bit more higher. That is quite cool seeing that. I don't know whether I'll be able to show you. I can't see up to there. I can just see a little bit, look. But that is actually the top up there, so there is a pepper pot somewhere up there, look. All that water dripping is crazy. See a lot of water drops, look. And that is actually air shaft number 14. Wow. Just one more quick look. So coming further down into the tunnel, it does get a bit more darker as you get further through. I think we're about, it tells you the metres onto here now, 400 metres into the tunnel, so we've still got a further to go in. It's about 1,000 metres when it starts to get darker into here. But you see there is even more signs, number 4, look, I'll zoom in. Got another one of those, look how old that is. It's just completely rusting off the wall, look. Number 20. And these are pretty mysterious. We've got some like little arches, and there's quite a few of these into Netherton Tunnel. But I wonder what was behind these back in the past. Maybe they used it when they was constructing the tunnel. There's one that side, look. If you know what these are, then drop it into the comments. And also if I look on the other side and zoom in, you can see there's one of those arch things there as well, look. And a lot of this dark stuff which is forming. I think it is like some sort of like mould. Look at all that up there. Yeah, it's quite interesting though, but we've got some like names, whether these are old. Got someone there, R. Shelley, age 16. See there, D. Wilcox, age 16. Are these like really old names of people? It's quite cool that. There is some writing down here, and there is a writing for like some time in the 1800s, someone's written on the wall. Wow. Let's keep going further down. So we're 500 metres into the tunnel now. Got another one of them markers, 25. Oh, look at all that calcite formations over there, the colour of that. And there, look. So yeah, I'm gonna say it is really amazing down here. I do love walking this. I've even biked it through here to go to the BCM main line. I tell you what, the journey, how long it takes to get through on foot, it's just crazy. Not even halfway there yet, and we've still got ages to go. I mean, we're only 600 metres in. But it's amazing to see this place. You'd think the only place to walk down, you go really far. I mean, not the Dudley Tunnel, that's just Burt only, but this place, part of it even goes down. Another one of those, look, number 30 now. There's so many of those like place marker things. There's another barge coming. So I think we're coming up to the next air shaft. And I've noticed the ceiling starting to get a bit more higher as we're coming down. I will quickly show you this one. That one's a bit more higher up than the other one. Yeah, which you can see, look, right about there, another air shaft. And that's air shaft number 12. Quite cool. I'm just noticing something else, whether you've seen this. There is something else up there what I've never noticed. Is that to do with the electric lighting back in the past. That's quite cool actually, that. Look at that from that angle. So yeah, coming further down there is another electric lighting thing up there. I think that one's actually fell off the roof, just right there where I'm pointing. Another one. So I will see if I can see the other ones as to come down. So we're 800 metres through the tunnel now, look. So there is a bit of history for you now. We've got a date here. Limit of invert repairs, 1984. Look at the plaque of that. So imagine when they've done the repairs onto some of this section in 1984. That's quite interesting, that day. There is some more down here which I will show you. But you can sort of got a load of mould up there just onto the corners. So yeah, that's actually a better one to show you. Look up there. Another gas lighting thing, look. Oh, so now we're 1,000 metres. Look at that. So it is going a bit misty at the moment. You can see with Jules's torch, look, where it's shining. There's a lot of diesel fumes coming down at the moment because the diesel barge has come down. It's really bad, isn't it? It's choking. So I remember the last time I ever come down here, a diesel barge come down. Look at all the fog.
Look at all the turf.
Oh, there's a lot of turf down there, look. But that is, oh, it's diesel. Look at that.
It's foggy now.
Oh, I can't look at that. It's coming down. I mean, look at all the diesel fumes now. There's so much of it, look at that. Barely can see a thing. So we've got a sign up there, warning, location of construction shaft. Number 9, look. And we've got the sign over there, inverter repairs, 1984. So there's actually more electric wire stuff up there, look. You see there's actually some wires actually sticking out there. That's quite cool, look at that. Another sign, 1983. A lot of old stuff here, look, struts in the wall. There is struts down here onto the corner. Another one, 1983, look at that. Oh, we've got another old sign, new invert, 1902 this time, look. That's quite an old date, look at that. So as you can see, this is sort of the new section what they've done. We've got struts in the wall here, look. Struts over there, and also this like new like concreted over section what we're walking through now, look. So it goes a bit of a way in like this. Look at that. So it's like a different environment down this part now. This is still this like the same bit all the way through, look. So it's the same on this side. We've got struts on this side and also that side. So it does say there CH 1,465 metres to 1,510 ton of repairs. Canal River Trust, MG and APB winter 2012 and 13. So you can just see that is actually a newer section of Netherton Tunnel just down there. Repairs are what they've done. Okay, this is quite interesting. I just found a brick. I thought there was a date down here. The 4th of the 8th, 33. That's 1933.
It's old.
That is really old brick, that is. So that one brick is very, very old. Look at that. 4th of the 8th, 33. Thought it was a 36, but it's definitely 33. Wow. Thought that I was trying to find that, so I've definitely found it. And there is definitely some more somewhere. You can just imagine how old that is. And there's like repair stuff at once more, look. But we're approaching now the silicon stuff, the calcite formations which are down the bottom. You can just see we've got a lot forming at the moment on that side. About 600 metres. I think it's not far, it's heading down to here now. Look at those where George is pointing the torch sticking from the ceiling. Wow. I mean, that entire wall there is just completely covered, look. Look at that. So that's Netherton Tunnel, everybody. Been an interesting episode. Just come and take a look at it overall, because you know it's really old. Seen some old dates down to there. It's gone nice and sunny now, so glad to be in the sunshine. But see you in series 2, and we'll see what episodes we're doing then. But thank you very much if you got this far and you've watched the last one, the sheep wash episode. It's been really interesting. See you soon, everyone, and take care. This section was rebuilt several feet wider than the original tunnel. So the reason why this tunnel as well is pretty much really narrow and no towpath through it is to basically allow for legging through the canal. The road that is on the sides as well is pretty much really bad.
Laid out and a bandstand constructed. Many fetes and concerts were held in these mines.